Yo! Welcome back to another week,
Another segment. Come on.
of Express Yourself.
Express yourself.
It's your boy G Butters.
Ways. Come on.
Yes, sir. We back at it again. Season 1, episode dos.
2.
Yes, sir.
No guess?
No guest today.
No guess today. We're going to work that out.
We're going to keep it natural for this episode. But, yeah, man, like we always said before, we don't know what the fuck we're going to be talking about. So,
Real quick, too. So, and we don't have a guest, but, if you're watching this, you want to be on this podcast, man, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Or hit my brother up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead. What you want to say?
But yeah, I mean, we deadass don't have a topic. We just about to straight, just off the dome. We mentioned some topics like that we had written down, but we checklist all of them already. So I just mentioned text messaging.
Yeah.
What I meant by text messaging was, so this is all raw too. We ain't talk about it. It's just
I don't know what the hell you
all
about
raw.
to say.
So that's why I'm explaining it to him
because you got to explain it.
Yeah. So text messaging, like I've been watching videos here and there and shit of like how people like communicate, or if they're good texters, bad texters, all this shit. But it's just like, to me, like I'm more of a on the phone person, or like Snapchat. I use Snapchat a lot because I could like send a picture or send a video of what I'm saying and shit. And when I receive a text message, I ain't gonna stunt. It depends who the person is. Like, do you ever look at the text and be like, oh, I can respond later?
Definitely. I don't know, real shit, and I don't know how fucked up that is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to talk
like,
to.
okay, because like I don't know, my mind be like business and personal. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
my mind be like business and personal. I'd be like, if it's a personal message, I may or may not hit you back right away.
Right.
Business, I'm more
exactly. Yeah.
I'm more punctual.
That's how I feel like too.
Because it's not to be like, okay, business is like, yeah, sometimes it's tied with money. Whether it be my, you know what I'm saying, my taxi business,
Right,
or,
exactly.
Even with the Always Ways, it's with, connecting with, networking.
Yeah.
And it winds up, being part of my money, or I have money invested.
Exactly.
So I can look at it like that. Like, I said, like, it's still business because my money's invested. Even if it's not bringing me income right now, my money's invested in this.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the long run. I'm in this bitch for the long run. You know what I mean? So that's still business. Anything Always Ways related, anything my taxi business related, anything that I may consider business. I know what it is in my head, and I know what's personal in my head. See somebody just checking up on me, I may or may not respond right away. One thing I don't like about that, though, is something I fucking forget. Because by that time, bro, I can't speak for y'all, but my phone, I get a lot of messages. So by that time, I could have received plenty of messages, and now your shit is buried, And although it may be one of my unread messages, I don't really go through my messages on my phone,
right?
Through my like I don't click on the messaging,
right.
and then go in that I want to call it an app, but it's not like a platform like the other ones. But I want to go in. I don't go in there often and just like scroll and see how many unread messages I have.
Right, exactly.
I don't scroll through that shit. But what I have started doing though, because I noticed how we forget motherfuckers, I got this thing where I can put pin to the top, right? So even especially if I read it, oh man, I try to pin it to the top, and that means I just got to respond. All that means. So if I go to my messaging right now, and I'll show you, they can't see it, but like, I'll show you, like, I go to my messaging right now. Boom, this is pinned to the top. I need to respond to him. See, look, that's fucked up. That was last Friday. See, that's fucked up.
Well, that was like 3 days ago.
But I've been on a tour though. I'm on the Always Ways tour, and I'm like, all my mind is thinking like, Always Ways this whole weekend, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get to that person and respond to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. That's with messaging on the phone. That's my perspective.
So that's how you respond
for my phone.
Right.
I mean, it transcends to my social medias too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I meant by text messaging is that also, like, just in communicating with people in general, like social media, Snapchat.
Business usually comes first, bro.
Yeah, I feel like, all right, that's what I'm saying. Like, me, the way I am is I'm the same way where I prioritize. I want to say prioritize because I feel like that's the right word.
I think so.
It's either friends Because work is always just the same people texting me from work, which is usually just like the two owners and.
Don't you feel like that got something to do with it too? Like, okay, if you almost always know what it's gonna be about. You got certain people you feel like you know what the conversation already gonna be about. So you may or may not be so quick to open it. You already kind of know what it's about.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm like that with
normally,
my family group chat. I'm
exactly,
like,
yeah. So
I'm like, yeah, I already know.
So like me, like with my boys that I hang out with, like on a daily, like John, Kev,
right,
Edward, Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like my boys when they hit me, like David, Shane, and honestly, like how I said, I'm the same with all my friends. I'm the same with him. Like we don't text like that. So when they do text me, I know it's something either to hang out or to chill or they just probably just letting me know something.
Yeah.
But I know it's not like that important because I know myself too, depending on my friend group or who the person is. I know if they text me, it's not that important. But if they call me, it's different. Because they're the same way. Like, they don't like texting through shit. So that's what I was getting to. So, like, me, like, texting to me has become to the point where it's just like, I'm not a great texter, but I'm not a terrible texter either. I feel like I'm in between. I could be terrible though.
I used to be great at texting.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think
but I stopped
got bad
prioritizing
at
a lot
it,
of motherfuckers, bro.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. So I stopped doing that. So and that's what I was getting to. So like, all right, so like you're in a relationship. Yeah. I'm not in a relationship.
My lady hits me up. She knows that. I'm in her bag.
Hey, all right, so that's what I'm saying. So you feel like it's more like a priority thing?
I mean, yeah, it is, bro.
All right, so this is what I was getting to.
It can be fucked up.
Yeah, all right. But this is what I'm getting to because like I've been in relationships before.
What do you bring? Okay, because it's like if you're communicating with me, if you hit me up, not that it's bad that if you hit somebody up to say what's up, nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing
wrong with that. But don't expect me to just get right back to you.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
If you just say to me and say what's up,
and I've noticed that like
and
that's
not like coming with a like. That's me nowadays.
Exactly.
I used to be more open to it back in the day.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to.
You know what I'm saying? But now my time is feel like it's more valuable. I feel like my own time is coming.
That's what I was getting to. I feel like
I have less time. Although it's the same 24, I feel like I don't have as much.
I feel like you got a K.Y.P, which is like know your personnel. So like you gotta know the person you're texting to, because motherfuckers, like I said, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Where it's like I know me and you, like whenever I do text him or he texts me, it's usually like motherfucking like 10, 12 questions like but we're getting like everything we gotta get out all in one.
I feel like I know it's we
don't waste time.
We don't waste time with our messages, bro.
Exactly. So it's just more like if you be like, it's like today earlier I texted you, I was like, yo, you got the phone, you got the fucking tripod, you charge it up. It was 3 questions in one, and you was like, yeah, bro, I got all that. Boom, 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 quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got into like I said, K.Y.P, know your personnel. Like I know who you are. I know that's how me and you are. That's how I feel like we communicate better like that. Okay. So like what I was getting to, like me, I haven't been in a relationship. By the way,
we're gonna dive on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like me, I haven't been in a relationship in a grip. It's been 2 years, but the problem I always run across with like females is like, and maybe I might look at it wrong, and I mean I might be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just like me, I'm real old school, so it's just like when I'm at work, I'm on my phone, but like on my music. So if you text me while I'm at work, and he's been witnessing like I don't text you quick,
right?
I'm focused. I'm in the zone, but like when I'm at work, and I'm in the zone, and I might not even be working. I might be talking to like people and shit like that, but I'm at work, so I use work as my scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, fuck the rest of the world right now. I'm at work. What matters is while I'm at work. So when I'm in a relationship, I'd always tell females, like the females I was with, I'd be like, I don't like texting you like consistently, because it's like if me and you are talking all day, you're asking me how's work, I'm like, oh, this and this. Yes, and then you're like, oh, how's work now? You're asking me the same shit, and I'm telling you everything that's happened throughout work and this and this.
That's kind of what.
The moment me and you hang out or like we get to chill, we don't got shit to talk about because we already done talked the whole fucking day. So I always tell a lot of like the females I've been with or the people I'm talking to, I'll be like, don't expect me to talk to you like throughout the whole day, because I'd rather have that where when we do talk, it's genuine and it's more like, you know what I'm saying? It's
like some shit in there.
And not just that, but it's like there's suspense. So now when I go see, it's like I'm excited to hear about your day. Like, yo, what? How did she go through? You know what I'm saying? What did she do? What did she eat? What all this? But it's like by the time I get home, I already know all the shit you done did.
What we talked about throughout the day.
What am I gonna ask you? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it. There's like I said, like I'm old school to the point where I look at it like that. Because I've run across a couple times where it's like I've texted females throughout the whole day, and they're like, "Oh, let's hang out. We go out to eat or some shit." And it's just like, what we gonna talk about?
I feel like you know what, and from my personal experience, especially with me and my woman, we didn't got through that too. Like, um, that's how we are. Like bro, like real talk. We go throughout the day. I mean, she might hit me up for something or whatever, but like texting all throughout the day. No, she knows what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
So like, and then we stay together, we live together. So it's like once we come back,
That's
the
the
conversation
time.
we gon'
That's the time to
yeah,
talk and vent throughout your
bro,
day
it's
and
so
shit
much,
like that.
it's so much more healthier.
Right, exactly. And that's
I'm
what
be
I'm
honest, it
saying.
is. It's
It
just so much
is.
more healthier.
Because I feel like again, that's how I was getting like the whole texting thing too. It's just like there's certain people I prioritize, but at the end of the day, like how you said, like if you get a text from your girl, you're gonna respond to her quick over someone that already texted you and you haven't responded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like again, that's your lady. You know what I'm saying? Like me too, like I'm like that too with like certain like with my friends and shit. They hit me up over some certain people that I barely talk to, I'm gonna hit them up first. You know what I'm saying? But like in a relationship wise or like in a situationship or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays and
Oh,
shit,
okay.
I tend to like not talk or text back or communicate back with that certain person because it's like we talking all day.
Yeah, that
What the
yeah.
fuck is there to talk about after the whole day talking?
And I remember I actually can look back on like moments like that. Like, yeah, it does. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
conversations become very empty very quick.
And it's just like
They
y'all
get empty.
together, but y'all just together, just fucking like next to each other. Like yeah, enjoying each other's presence, but it's just like I'd rather enjoy my presence.
like
Like
you feel
actually,
like you
like
start forcing shit, trying to like create
yeah,
conversation now.
yeah,
Because y'all already talked about it all when y'all weren't around each other.
exactly, yeah,
I think I mean again usually I mean unless we're in like an active conversation, like how you were saying, like when you're at work
mm-hmm.
and shit, you don't really respond. I feel like the only thing that can really change that, like you responding quick or not, is if it's a very active conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's something you trying to get, a conversation trying to get through with somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a woman, somebody talking to, or anybody. Like if it's a conversation, I'm calling it an active conversation because it's active, bro. It's juicy. Like there's shit in this. Like this has to get this has to be talked about, talked through right now.
Right.
It has to get. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're also more so expecting the text back and forth now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like you said, if it's nothing active, and I'm not calling, this is the difference between, like I said, active where it's about something that has to be talked through or whatever, um, versus just empty conversation like, hey, what you doing? How's work? Um, like you said, shit you could talk about later. You know what I'm saying? You more like, you can wait for that conversation. And like you said, I could talk about that later. But if it was more like an incident that happened, and like maybe you can wait till some people can still wait till later. I mean, I can sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But depending on who you're talking to, they may not. They may need to know it right now. So it's like it's just again. Let's get to it right now. Fuck it. K.Y.P. Since we keep saying it, know your personnel, man.
Yes, sir.
The importance of it. The importance of it. What does that mean to you? K.Y.P. Knowing your personnel.
The importance
who
of
you're
it.
Talking to. Yeah. What's the? I mean, is it really what I mean, I believe it is, but do you believe it's like it's everything?
Yeah.
To the whole communication.
I feel like
the whole texting, the whole calling.
Number one on everything because KYP it's in this abbreviation. Yeah. Like it's know your personnel. What it means is what it's fucking saying. Know your personnel. So it's like how I was saying with him. Like you got to know who you talking to and how that person is to know. It's just like me and him. Something like if me and him are like not getting something like concrete through text, he'd call me or I'd call him, and we figure it out over the phone.
Or you know my shit because I'm driving all day. I'm voice clipping you.
Oh yeah, and that's one shit I can't stand. But like
that's my favorite shit.
I understand him
because my favorite.
He does it like with my son's mom too, bro. I hate that shit because like I said, I'm at work.
It's hard yeah.
So I'm listening to my music. I'm just chilling. I'm vibing, and motherfuckers hit me with the fucking voice, and that it pisses me off.
I know but it's some people. I really do
but
know
it's KYP though. Like not everyone doesn't. It's just like I understand his situation because one, he's driving.
I was gonna say, would you rather me text
exactly.
you,
So that's
or
what I'm
would you
saying.
rather me voice clip
So
you?
that's that KYP. I understand his situation. Same with my son's mom. I mean, I always talk shit to her, but that's regular. But I know she's at work and she's always hands on with her shit. So sometimes she'll just like send a fucking voice recording instead of texting all that shit. She'll just voice record it, and so I just talk shit to her. But I get it, KYP. I understand the situation is her job, his job, the circumstances why they can't, take the time to text. Where me is just like, yeah, I'm on my hands. I mean, I'm with my hands doing shit and all that at work and all that, but I have more time, like and I have more leeway at work where it's like I could take my phone out and respond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And where him is just like he said, he owns his own taxi business. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like he's driving. I'd rather him, like how he said, I'd rather him send me a fucking voice recording than him fucking texting and then boom, get in a car accident or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I've created the habit, so sometimes I don't even be driving. I send voice clips because I drive that much that now it's actually an easier form of communication for me. So KYP,
exactly.
Anybody as
well. So with that being said, though, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's important because it's just like you gotta know and put yourself in that person's situation on why is that's why it's like know your personnel. It's just like you gotta know that person. So like when I say those people I don't text back as often, or the people he says he doesn't respond to, like then and there, like the message is there but you don't respond. I let them know though. I'd be like yo, I'm at work, or I'm like I'll hit you later or some shit. Like like the person too, like the females I've been talking to, they'll be like, oh, how come you don't text me often, or you take forever to respond? And I'll be dead ass telling what I just said. Like we talk all day.
Give it a month.
If we talk all day, what the fuck we gonna talk about once I'm off and you're off? We already talked throughout the whole day. There ain't nothing to talk about. I'd rather get off work and you'd be like, yo, let's go to dinner, or let's go do something.
Yeah.
We got to eat. Boom. I ask you, how was your day? What you do at work? What happened at work? Now I'm excited to hear about it. I'm excited to even ask you those questions. But if throughout the whole day I already know, how you gonna get mad at me for not asking you how your day at work was? I already know.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I do not advise that, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Talking to somebody all day, every day.
Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day, you already know.
Like some kid. It sounds like, I mean, I remember that was the shit in high school.
It was.
I remember high school. That's all I'm gonna go with. High school,
that's what I'm saying.
School.
It was.
But we didn't have a life though.
Exactly.
We had school.
Well, I've always worked and had school, but
okay, yeah, you worked in your school, but you didn't also have as many responsibilities as you do now. I guess that's what I'm gonna say.
Nah, yeah.
You didn't have as many responsibilities. As many your priorities were different than they are now.
Exactly.
So like that's what I mean. Like so, I don't know. I guess that people really do gotta be more understanding with that. Like, yeah, I hope they are.
That's the whole KYP though.
Yeah. I guess KYP for us too though. We got to understand. We got to understand the person as the person that wants to text all day.
Nah, exactly.
We got to know them. Know that that's what they want to do.
Yeah, and at the same time though, that's where you communicate. That's what I'm saying. That's where I communicated to that person or people being where it's just like, all right, that could be you, but I'm letting you know I'm at work. When I'm at work, I'm at work. Do I text?
So you basically saying I'm not budging regardless. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it just we can wait till later.
Yeah, it's just like
because like, I'd rather. But this, I just want to.
All right, so then I always tell them this because I had this one circumstance.
Somebody don't like that.
Yeah, I had that one circumstance too, where it's just like, but we could talk, and then later we could talk about something else. I like, all right, we'll do it. I'm all like, later on, when I deadass have nothing to talk to you about, and I don't ask you shit, don't be bitching saying, well, I have nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we did it, and they're like, we went out, and they're like, why are you so quiet today?
We talked about everything.
What you want me to ask you? And she was like, well, ask me about my day. And I was like, I already know about your day. You told me so-and-so happened at work. So-and-so did this to you at work. So-and-so didn't show up. I already know all that.
I got you, though.
Like, what you want me to ask you? I know what you ate for lunch.
Yep. What's going on at home?
Well, what you want me to ask you?
You got kids already? We talked about
ask you what song you listen to on the way here?
I'll shut the fuck up.
Is that what you want me to ask you?
Everyone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I don't have that.
Only on the backspin part. Like I said, like because sometimes when me and my lady would go out, I mean we go throughout the day and we don't talk. Only time I ever feel bad for about that is when we come home and if she wants to talk and I don't feel like talking because I'm exhausted from the day. That's the only time I guess I feel like it is a backspin on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not that it's bad.
Yeah, it's not, but
you get what I'm saying?
I get that, but
it's just like I get to those moments like, and I'd be like, bro, Yeah, I just don't feel like talking right now.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I be tired.
I,
Probably
I
just want to
feel
lay
that, but
down.
at the same time, like if I already did that to you, where it's like I didn't talk to you throughout the whole day because I wanted to come home to do that, to, like to talk to you and shit like that. I just got to, bro. I got to come home and talk to you, even if I'm tired of
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I'll still talk to you.
Okay.
Like I'll make that
That's the way you
effort,
probably.
yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like I already told you I made that sacrifice. I guess you could look at it in
Yeah.
a way where we didn't talk all day, so I could miss you, and then I'm coming home and it's just like you got all this shit you want to ask me. And it's just like the least I could do is just
I mean, if it's urgent,
yeah. But I just feel like I owe it to
I was
them at
like,
that point.
yeah.
That's just my own like personal opinion. I just feel like I owe it to you, where it's just like, yo, you held this all day, and I know it probably like caused you a lot to like hold it all
Yeah, I
in,
suck
and
sometimes.
then now
I'd be tired,
like
bro. I'd be ready to lay it down, bro.
nah, yeah, I feel you, but like I said,
I
that's just
do,
my
bro.
own personal
I
opinion.
do.
Where it's
No,
like I
yeah.
feel like I got to. That's why I was like, when I could agree in certain situations with you, but like on that one, it's just like I feel like I just owe it to you. You know what I'm saying? You already waited this whole time, and now I'm home, or like, we get to go out. I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm just gonna talk to you.
Yeah, I get it. I think I think preference too wise, like my way, like my preferred. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, mine's a def. Like I said, it is KYP, bro. It's just all this shit is gonna come down to like, what did the person that you're communicating with or whoever you're trying to communicate with, what do they prefer,
Exactly. Yep.
and then just adjust,
Establish ground rules with
just
yourselves.
adjust, just adjust, be understanding, and be willing to compromise.
Yeah. And don't change up on a motherfucker.
But I mean, I think change can happen though.
No, what I mean by change up
Okay,
is
yeah, let me
like
see.
there's some people where it's just like, let's say you and your lady just started talking.
Okay,
Y'all fresh.
okay,
When it's fresh, something new, people always texting
yeah.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's hard to keep up
And
with.
and it exactly it ain't
That's
always
so
gonna be
hard to
like
keep.
that
No, it's
though.
never gonna
It's
always
not
be
always.
like. No, it's
All
never
right,
gonna be like
we
that.
understand that.
Yeah.
The other person though, they gonna start thinking funny. They're gonna be like, well, when we first started talking, you would always hit me up back and forth, back and forth. Now all of a sudden you don't got time. Now all of a sudden you don't want to talk so much. That's what I mean by
Yeah.
don't change up, because it's like if you're showing a person, like they're in the right to feel that type of way.
They
Because
are. You're
you
right
know what
though.
I'm
No,
saying?
they are.
They're in the right because this whole time or the first 2 months you're showing this different energy, and now that you got in a way accustomed to them or like comfortable with them, now you like, ah, well, we talking and stuff, but I'm just busy and I'll just hit you when I hit you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think the only thing that can make your change understandable for that other person would be like if you had some drastic change in your daily routine. Because if your routine is the same as it was when you met that person or when y'all started talking or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you just stop being consistently like that,
Exactly.
you don't have no excuse. Cause you do the same shit every day, nigga.
Exactly.
So what the fuck?
That's
So what the fuck? Yeah. So what the fuck?
that's why
So what the fuck?
I ain't ever
So
the
if you're
type to
not gonna do
text back
that,
and forth, back
so
and
yeah, if
forth.
you start that shit
Cause
like
nigga, my
that and you can't
routine,
continue that,
yeah, because my
you just look
routine,
like you just lost interest in somebody.
bro, my
You look like
routine,
that
yeah,
though.
it do.
It looked
That's what
like you
I'm
lost
saying.
interest, but it might not be the truth. But
That ass, cause
nigga, you didn't change. Only thing you changed is the way you talk to me. You still work the same job. You still hang around the same people. You still go to same family functions, same events. Nothing's changed
that's
besides
why
the way you communicate with me.
exactly.
So bro, it all makes sense.
Bro, my routine's been the same for like years, bro.
It all makes
So that's why I
sense.
always let them know, bro. Like,
So I feel yeah.
don't
I ain't
expect
gonna lie,
me to
that's a
text
good
you
thing.
back.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a great, especially for like you being that way. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a great thing to set, like you said, from the jump. Like set that boundary from the jump. That standard from the jump. Like this is what
Yeah,
I mean. I'm not gonna be. And again, they might. I don't know. They might, like you said, they might feel a certain way. They might try to convince you otherwise. But like in the long term, I think you can really grow to just respect and
yeah, and not just that,
and
but
appreciate that
exactly, but not just
because
that,
it's not gonna
cause
be fake, and you're gonna consistently be consistently that you can
exactly.
be that way.
That's the most
That's
important
no matter
part
how
of
many
it.
years, months.
Exactly.
I mean, days, weeks, months, years go past.
And
You can be that person
that's
at least.
the goal of the whole scenario of what I'm saying. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know
I
that
get
that's
that.
gonna be my consistency throughout this whole time.
I fuck with
I
that.
don't want you thinking, because like I get it, like we all go through it. Like don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, like like I said, everyone when you get a new relationship or a new person you talking to, you invested in that. You want to talk. You want to talk.
Right.
And it's just like
you do. Especially when
you're doing it though,
you never knew him before either.
Exactly.
You might really be like.
So you're interested because I know nothing about you.
Man, so you know what? It's okay. So okay. Well, okay. So what's our advice to them people right now? Because I agree. I don't know if I was cutting you off, but
no, yeah. What I was gonna say is like, what my advice would be to that people is just be like how I do it. Like what I do is,
even if you don't know this person, you never met him really like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's hard.
No, yeah. So like yeah, exactly. No, I do. So that's what I'm saying. What I do to make the switch is like I'll talk to you like I said, it's unavoidable, bro. Like we're all human. We all have feelings. We all have that attachment. So it's just like when you meet that new person or you meet that new relationship or friendship or connection, is fucking irresistible where you can't go with like without talking to them and you just want to know more. You're more eager.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like you have this like this hunger to like know more and more and more and more and more.
That's right.
So what I do to like not make it look like it's a drastic change, like how we was just describing, is I'll tell them like I'll be straight up like, yo, like I'm like eager to know about you, this and this, but you know if shit changes from like when we're getting to know each other to like where we become something, I want you to know like I still want you to have your space. I'm gonna have my space, and you know, this is how I go about my day. Like I normally don't text throughout the whole day because work is my workspace, and I want your workspace to be your workspace. So when we come together, we have something to talk about instead of us talking throughout the whole day and then just not having shit to talk about when we're together.
Yeah.
So that's how I communicate and break it down. Like I always let them know. Like right now, yeah, I'm eager to know about you. That's why I'm like texting you and shit like that. But when push comes to shove, like when we get, because every relationship, every friendship, everything goes through that. Where it's just like whether it's like two homies chilling, like y'all could be like chilling or hooping or playing video games every single day. There's gonna come a point where it's like y'all get to the point where y'all feel comfortable on each other. Where you're like, nah, I ain't gonna play today, bro. I'm tired today. Because now you feel comfortable telling that person no. But when you first meet someone, it's just like, nah, you just like in a way want to please like everything. Like, nah, yeah, let's get to know each other. This and this. So that's where I like make the change. Like I let them know. Like I communicate it. So it's not nothing new.
Yeah.
That's just my way.
I fuck with it. Yeah. I think it's that simple. It could be that simple, man. Bottom line, man, communicate that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be open about it, man. Like, and be understanding.
That's exactly what I was just about to say.
Yeah. No, you got to, man. Again, like I said, if you do that,
if you're the type
and if you're the type to do that in the beginning, be so consistent, and then fall off and change up. Be understanding for that backlash. Be understanding for that response that you were the cause to that effect. Exactly. You were. It is what it is.
Because you switched.
Because you did switch up, bro.
Yep.
You did. I mean, bottom line, you did. You have your reason. I'm pretty sure you do. You have a why. If the person said why, oh no, well, I don't feel like we got nothing to talk about. Whatever your reason is, then that motherfucker you better be explained, and you got to be understanding of why they still feel the way they feel, though. You know what I mean? And then if you really do truly care about that type of person, there's going to be, that's when the compromise is going to kick in.
Yep.
Right. That's going to be that. Okay, well, because it's going to have to be elaborated. Like, okay, well, it ain't that I don't care about you. I'm just doing this, or like we don't need to talk as much because, like you said, because we can make it more juicy. So then, how will we? Where we draw the line? And that's going to look different for everybody. I think that's going to look different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and my woman, our communication structure is just like she hits me when she wants to, vice versa. But we're not talking all day. She'll let me know when she misses me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll communicate with her when I, what I'm saying, if I got something I want to do with her or do, is that. But usually I know I'm gonna see her at night when at the bare minimum, I feel like I know I'm gonna see her at night if I'm out all day with my taxi business, with basketball, with community shit. Boom, I know I'm gonna see you regardless.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And we just keep it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I don't, because sometimes I'm up all night. I don't always sleep, so like I'm up all night, and I'll let her know though those nights. Like again, I'll communicate like, yeah, babe, I'm gonna be out all night. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them nights. I'm on my Grizzy. I'm in Grizzy mode all night.
Right.
So I'm gonna see you sometime early in the morning.
Exactly, and that's where that K.Y.P.
It's
comes.
just simple, yeah.
That's where that
But
K.Y.P.
like I said, again, her thankful for her understanding too, though, because she gets it. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Exactly.
Well, maybe she says I'm gonna miss you. Well, I can't wait to see you or whatever. Whatever. Boom. Whatever. However we talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's that though.
Exactly.
But again, you're talking about years of being together, so it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's different.
That's what I'm saying. Like
people.
that's why I was trying to get
This shit didn't just happen.
exactly
Like
that's why I was.
This shit wasn't just this fluid.
That's why I was
We're
saying
our best
like
ever right
we
now.
get that where it's just like in the beginning, who don't text
right
consistently back and forth that lovey dovey stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was there.
It's normal. We all go through it. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, just like us, like in like our human lives and shit,
Yeah.
we had to evolve. We had to grow. We had to come to understand that shit. And that's why when he was saying like the whole understanding, like I was gonna say the same thing. Like, and a lot of shit could get misinterpreted like through text, just because motherfuckers read it wrong. Like I had a lot of motherfuckers be like, they take something I say where I didn't mean it the way they read it, bro.
Yep.
And then they act different. And it's like, ain't no one mean it like that, bro. So a lot of times it's like
that happens too.
just
I work on that. I call it the delivery portion. Like I think
exactly
that delivery portion be hard, man. Sometimes it's hard too because some of y'all might have seen them. I've noticed it on the social media a lot.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people think it's about understanding, but it's not even understanding. It's more about hold on, how they say it. It's not basically. It's like with the communication. It's not always about like what you're saying, because you can say it however you want to say it. If the person can't comprehend it, it is what it is.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like you can try to say it as clear as you want to. Like man, like, I say this straightforward, like this. But if they really just don't comprehend it, if there's no comprehension, they can't really understand what you're trying to say to them.
Mm-hmm.
They just convince themselves that this is what you're saying to them. I mean, it's basically an L either way.
Yeah.
No matter how much effort and time you put into like delivering that message.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes
it's just like
that's why sometimes too. I appreciate those voice recordings though.
Oh man, those help a lot.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like
those help because you can hear the tone of
my
the voice.
expression, my tone.
Exactly.
Bro. Listen, maybe awkward, maybe uncomfortable sometimes, but I'm telling you right now, voice clips are highly efficient in communicating.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll even do that sometimes. We've even done that with conversing to talk something out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? If you do voice clip for voice clip, you can't talk over nobody.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do on Snapchat. Like,
think about it.
I'll send the video, and then I wait for them to
you can't talk over nobody.
Exactly. Yeah.
It ain't like when you're in somebody in a conversation. It's hard sometimes, especially like depending on how intense that conversation is or that subject is, how much emotion is tied into that. It's hard to not talk over one another. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't have that in them. It's a different practice to be able to do that. But like, at least when you're sending voice clips back and forth, or even text messaging. But again, text messaging, the reason the voice clip has the up on the text messaging when you're trying to settle a dispute or
just communicate something.
Yeah, you're just trying to really get both of you are trying to get a point across.
Yeah, exactly. Get the point.
With both of you trying to get a point across, I feel like voice clips are the highest, like one of the best forms.
Yeah, instead of texting, because it's like
because you really just get it.
Because I feel like again, like how I was saying, like let's say you tell me we trying to discuss something.
Yeah.
And you say something where it's just like, this nigga trying to be smart or something now? Now I took it the wrong way and then I respond the way and now you're like, yo, where's this nigga coming from now? And now we over here through text, but the whole time you ain't mean it the way I interpret it. So now if you would have just sent the voice recording, I'd hear it in your tone what you said and I'd be like, all right, this nigga's all right, bet. And I'd answer back. And that's simple.
No, real shit. It's like if I was in the conversation, he said that. And like let's say it was something that didn't work out. I was like, man, fuck you, nigga. And I texted that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Nigga be like, hold on. What you mean, fuck me? Like, is he for real? Like, you could question I'm serious when I said fuck you, nigga.
Right.
First off, if I sent the text, man, all right, bro, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear, like you said, so we're saying the same shit. I just wanted to say it my way too. Or give another example. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. I think y'all should use voice clips, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I do. Yeah, you gotta listen to them. If you a motherfucker that needs to have headphones on, y'all do that. I mean, to me, I know it cuts off my fucking
music.
my music when I'm driving, but I don't care. It's worth it. It's so much more worth it. I just because I know I'm gonna understand what you're about to say.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I really do. Like me and my sister voice clip everything.
Nah, yeah, and at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, y'all both get your point across and y'all have an understanding, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Basically, just reaching that agreement, like in that communication process. That's why, like, if you're the texter, that's just like you gotta like how we said KYP. You also gotta understand like where the other person's coming from. You can't just be like, oh, why isn't he answering or why is this and this? Like if they already told you what they said and how they explain how shit is or how they are in texting, you you have to understand. You can't be knocking them or get upset because it's just like shit's right in front of you.
Bro, it's so crazy because like, it's like I'm just like literally going through like my main ways of communicating with everybody that's in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like as some people, we only communicate through video chat,
Right.
like messenger video chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, we get on a video chat, we'll be both driving. Like nigga, we're not even looking at each other, but we're on video. Like that's just what we do. But it's like
Right.
for that person, I know for real, like that's my brother Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
We do that shit because we don't see each other. So even if it's like we glimpse back at each other while we're driving,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's like we're with each other.
Type shit.
Yeah, because we don't. He lives in Chicago.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to see him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For however long until we see each other. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I don't know. Again, it's just you just gotta adapt to whatever the person is and situation, bro. Whatever.
Yeah.
Figure out what really does, and it's gonna be different from person to person. So understand that no person. Look, it's impossible to communicate with everybody the same way. That's not realistic. If you communicate, if you think you're gonna get away with communicating with every single person in your life the same exact way, you out your fucking mind. There's gonna be conflict.
Nah, so if
you know what I mean? Like that's.
So if I had to label this overall, this whole like texting thing, I'd just say at the end of the day, with this segment, all that is KYP, man.
Bro, K.Y.P.
For real, like that
K.Y.P.
shit is
K.Y.P.
the most important thing.
K.Y.P. And, you know, and it transcends to life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, anything. Like, I think about that. And I was thinking about that the whole time we talking. Like, I'm like, and it might be hard to know your person now. Sometimes it's gonna come with trial and error.
Exactly.
A lot of time, matter of fact, I think most of the time it's gonna come with trial and error, right? Like you're gonna be like, you gotta find out what works by doing what don't work first. Like you be like, oh shit, that person don't like that. But now you know that it's like boom, okay, you know what I'm saying? So now it's almost like a burned stove. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or like burning your hand on a hot stove, you know, a hot eye. Once that you touch that motherfucker, oh shit, that bitch hot. Now you know.
You ain't touching that bitch again.
No, you're not touching that bitch again. You very careful when you get around the stove. You know what I'm saying? You like you checking that motherfucker if it's on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's on. Is that bitch red? Is that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fire up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You checking that shit before, you know what I'm saying? But you had to learn that. So it's the same way. Sometimes you're gonna touch the stove, bro. That bitch gonna be hot. Oh shit, it's gonna be an argument. They might say they fucking hate you. They might call you a name, but then just understand that and now move forward. Like, okay, now let me not talk to them or say it that way.
Exactly.
Next time. Always wait, bro. Let me not do it that way next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, KYP, bro. KYP, the importance of that shit, man. I love it.
Yeah, and ask your people too.
Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Be like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I mean, I think you might be doing effective communication already. I'm pretty sure somebody you are. So like, but like for those that you probably like, man, you wondering why you keep clashing with somebody through y'all communication. Like, damn, why are we always getting into it about this? Why is it? Well, just ask a question like, yo, what do you prefer? You know what I'm saying? If you can't pick it up yourself, if you're not, because sometimes you can pick it up yourself, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't pick it up yourself, just ask them. Like, do you prefer texting about? Oh, and what do you prefer text? What do you prefer text? What's text worthy? What's call worthy? What's voice clip worthy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are not conversations people ever have. I'm gonna be honest. I never hear nobody talking and asking those questions. But if you have to, do it. You know what I'm saying? If there's somebody that's in your life and that matters, and you can't seem to communicate well with them, well, you might need to ask how to do it better. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason you should argue with somebody every time you communicate.
And not just that, certain shit shouldn't be communicated through the phone or through text. A lot of shit should be in person, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. KYP just like get to know the person and like how he's saying, don't be afraid to ask those questions like, yo, how would you rather communicate certain situations? Like
Cause we do that. Like I've done that with me and my lady. We've had moments we had hot moments and like I'm out driving or something like that, and like if she try to ring my phone or call me a couple times, like, babe, give me a second. I'm in.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in motion right now, and there's people in the car. You know, because when somebody calls, it stops the music and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, and then boom, but she gets it. You know what I'm saying? And she respects it. Oh, okay, cool. And that's like, no matter how bad the situation could have been, or how bad, like, it could have been a bad disagreement, right? You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It just, again, brother, and patience, bro. Like, that shit takes time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just perfect great, effective communication. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always right. Yeah, KYP.
K.Y.P.
KYP, if I fucking knew, y'all lucky I'll be throwing signs up all the time. If I had one, I would have threw one up for KYP because I can't think about it.
Yeah, me
The
either, man.
KYP. Motherfucker.
Some shit like
KYP, some
that.
shit like that. All right, man. You got anything else you want to say about this joint?
Nah, I feel like we covered a lot
Yeah.
of it, to be real.
Okay, if you guys got anything y'all feel about this KYP with communications, man,
Comment.
and texting and shit, let us know, man. Like if you like, comment if you have a moment.
Yep.
If you care or somebody you care about, you know, you feel like they can gain something from this, then press that share button. And if you're down for the ride, subscribe.
Yes,
This
sir.
is Ways.
The boy G Butters.
Express yourself. Episode 2 on season
Dope.
1, yo. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Like